Hey guys, it's May 3rd, 2025, and the USA stock market just crushed it this week. We went up 3% with a 9 session winning streak, which is the largest in the last 20 years. Now, how did we get here? We're going to do a 5-minute recap. This is your weekend recap. Let's go. Now, how did the stock market go up 3% this week? Well, let's first dive into it. Firstly, a lot of tech giants share their earnings, and 75% of S&P 500 stocks actually beat their earnings with over 12% growth in most sectors. This is showing that AI driven effects is doing pretty well in the economy, and a lot of these businesses who poured a lot of money into this are getting some sort of money out. So that is a very good news. Afterwards, we also heard from Donald Trump saying that he was speaking to China about lowering tariffs. And originally, China started off the week by saying we're not in any talks. And now they are saying that we are open to conversation of talks of lowering tariffs, which means this is fantastic. We're less than 5% from all time highs that were done back way back in the early of this year. So we're almost right back to it, guys. We're doing fantastic this year. Now, the start of this week, Meta releases earnings and it went up 7.2% after earnings because they grew 16% of their revenue from their ad business, which is fantastic. Microsoft also had a huge jump on their iCloud business and their AI division. And so, if you had any ETFs, they went substantially up. Now, Apple and Amazon did dip. Apple did beat, but had weak guidance for the following of the year. And Amazon, they also released, they were going to say that they were going to release a portion which was going to dictate how much the tariffs were, and this did not give them too much of a highlight in front of Donald Trump's eyes. So there was a bunch of back and forth, leading their stock to be a little trippy. Now, Bitcoin did hit $97,000 USD, which is fantastic. It has went up a great amount this week, and that again is pushing consumer sentiment to that they are happy about how the economy is going at the moment. So, fueled with all of these amazing profits from these businesses, and again, these are only a few, it's safe to say that it looks like strong earnings are going to be a norm this year. Now, if you were too scared to act upon buying these stocks this year, that's okay. It happens. Everybody gets FOMO. But listen, if you look at the charts, we are almost back to all-time highs in every sector. You want to invest not just when the prices are down, but when the prices are up as well, because you don't want to try timing the market. I just want to give you a tip that was given to me, which was a fantastic way to think about the stock market. When you go to the store, you want to buy everything at a discount. You want a discount. You want 20% off. You want 50% off. But when you look at the stock market, everybody gets fearful. But do you want to buy stocks when they're high, or do you want to buy stocks when they're low? Of course, you want to buy stocks when they're low so you can make the most amount of money. So you have to think of it that way. If a good company is trading at a good multiple and at a good price, guess what? You want to pursue it. And if you don't want to take the time to figure that out, buy your ETFs. It's as simple as that. Now, we will see you again next week when we tune into the next week. And next week's going to be fantastic as well. I feel like a lot more conversations will happen with the new Prime Minister in Canada, with more trade talks around the corner. There is a lot of information that needs to go around and a lot of information to discuss. And the stock market, as you know, is volatile. But you can guarantee one thing. I will be buying stocks the entire time throughout next week. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and we'll see you next week.